Dive into summer with Priscilla swimwear. Stylish, comfortable, unforgettable. Make a splash with Priscilla swimwear. Discover your beauty with Lady Code Cosmetics. Bold colors, flawless finishes. Unleash your confidence with Lady Code. Hello and welcome back to Misrepresented. I'm your host, Lisa Opie. And before we get started with today's episode, we do have to thank Pink Apple Dresses for dressing us in these gorgeous neon looks today. And also Lady Code Cosmetics, because we're both wearing a full face of Lady Code. And Lauren has on the Icy Flare lashes, which really bring out your eyes. I'm loving it. Yes. So today's guest is Lauren Priscilla. Welcome to the show. She is Miss Mission, Georgia. And before we get into like all the pageant stuff and her whole story, we have to talk about the day that we have had. If you saw my stories like maybe a week ago, there was like a flood, all of our clients canceled, and Lauren's the only one that showed up. So what happened?
My goodness. Apparently, there was just a downpour here.
It was more than a downpour. It was flooding.
It was flooding. Like cars stopped on the side of the road.
Did you see the Ferrari?
I didn't.
There was like a white Ferrari just like halfway submerged in water. It's so bad. And I feel like Dubai just had something like this recently.
Right? Not too long ago. Like, yeah, the flooding is insane.
And now it's in Miami.
We don't want their bad juju. I don't know.
No. The funniest thing was like when you showed up, first of all, we both had like our heatless rollers and bonnets on.
Yes,
which are slaying. Yes. Love it. And then you were like, there was a surfboard in my was there a surfboard?
No, there was a surfboard, and like I had 11 Uber cancellations. The flooding was that bad.
Oh my god.
Ubers were sending me messages like, hey, we just can't get to you. And I'm freaking out, having that Kim Kardashian moment. I'm just having anxiety, okay? And I looked in the closet and there were a surfboard and a couple of floaties. And I'm like, listen, we're just going to have to run. Swim the boat. I'm so happy.
I know, I'm so excited. You could have swam here though. I would have fixed you.
Right, a little blow dryer. You know.
I mean, you wanted to go shoot outside in a swimsuit. We do the wet look, right?
Yeah, the perfect wet look. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think first I want to talk about like your entrepreneurial journey. I know you have a business, so let's get into that.
Yes, I am a florist and a wedding floral designer. Ooh. I specialize in weddings and bridal and tea parties, so book me.
I love it. What inspired you to start that?
So growing up, even when I came home from college, my mom always had flowers around. And when I came home from college, bringing her and my grandma flowers just as a gift, just to let them know I love them and that I'm always thinking of them, just gave me that little light moment of this could be a business. I started back in 2022 and officially launched in January 2024, and it's been an upward climb since then. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh.
So what led you to like actually turning this into a business and like just sending it and going all in?
For me, I'm a woman of God. I pray all the time. And when I was fired from my corporate job...
Wait, let's go into that for a second.
Yes, I was fired from my corporate job, and that was the moment I realized today, in today's culture, having a backup plan, a side hustle, whatever you want to do is a great idea. Being fired from a job isn't easy, especially when you invested in a degree, going into the work culture, into the workforce, and being fired for something that's not completely your fault is...
Wait, what happened?
So it was really when I looked at my firing note, it was basically saying that I was not needed. Like the workflow was not enough to keep that amount of people on the team.
Wait, that's more like being laid off than firing, right?
That's what it said. And like I was on time, but in Atlanta traffic, living an hour away with the traffic flow.
You were commuting an hour?
It just was not reasonable. And I was very unhappy, like crying in the car, like not wanting to be there, not wanting to be in the current situation. And sometimes I have to look at certain things as a blessing in disguise.
Which I totally see this as being, because now it freed up your schedule and just gave you that final push to like start your own business.
It did.
Yes. Okay, so back to the business. What was the first step that you took when you started your business?
The first step I took was getting my EIN number, registering with Dun & Bradstreet, just following my trademark. I finally have the name trademark and pending, which is so exciting because it's very difficult. No one tells you how to do things. You kind of have to dig
Yeah,
through it and figure it out. So, and then connecting with a mentor.
I love that.
I would not be where I am today without my mentor, Valerie. Shout out to Valerie.
Yay! What is one thing that she taught you that like really stood out to you and changed the game for you?
For me, whenever I don't have a booking that I'm working on, is to always freelance. Freelancing is the best way to continue working on your craft, working on your creativity. We're designing flowers. It's a very creative field. So being around other creatives, whether they're in floristry or not, being connected to the right people is the best idea.
I love that. That's so smart. So what are some challenges that you faced like starting out up to this point? Like what's like something hard and how did you overcome it?
For myself, I would say the biggest challenge was facing myself, having that moment of you can do this, there's nothing stopping you. Continue to pursue what you want to do, and when it's the right timing, you'll receive everything that you need.
That's so true. And God's timing is always right.
Always on time. He is never late.
I love that. Tell us about like your favorite client. Like what is one client that you had where like it really stood out to you and you just loved working with them?
Yes, I was invited to do a project with the Delta Flight Museum in Atlanta.
Wait, what?
Yes.
She's doing corporate jobs already?
So that's what really stuck out to me is when something is for you, it is for you. You're going to get it regardless. And the way you receive it is effortless. This is the first time I've tried a lot of things in entrepreneurship, different things, MLMs, and I would work so hard, but would never see the payoff. And with Bellissima Fiore, this was the first thing that it came so easy, and I felt so in alignment with it that I didn't have to stress or sweat too hard.
Gosh, that's crazy. I relate to that a lot because like same with my makeup artistry. I never thought I would be here, but it's just like it all fell on my lap literally. And I was like, this is easy. I never had to try. I've never struggled, and it's just so incredible. So yeah, I love that. Okay, so do you have any advice for any female entrepreneurs starting out their businesses?
My first advice would be to, one, make sure this is something that you're passionate about. Through the ups and the downs, that you are willing to ride or die for your business, and to also connect with a mentor. I promise I would not have succeeded in the way I have in just 6 months.
Yeah, that's major.
Right? So fast without my mentor, because how can you be a great leader if you're not being led?
I love that. And you're going to be mentoring girls in the future.
Yes.
I totally see it happening. So speaking of mentorship, let's go into your pageant journey. I know you have competed in the USA system before. Walk us through everything that you've done pageant-wise.
Yes, so I have not competed for very long. I'm on my third pageant, and it feels like I'm still a rookie, but
oh my
almost
gosh.
A veteran.
I feel like you are like a Miss Georgia USA. I feel like you've already won like a major state.
But doing pageantry, it's such a blessing. You're able to connect with women who have similar passions, helping others, their advocacies, and willing to have something that you want to support as well. That is the biggest thing that I enjoy, besides from the lashes and the hair extensions and the cute clothes. Having you're passionate about, that you're willing to do for free and help other people is such a great feeling.
I love that. Since we're like on that topic, what is your advocacy?
Yes, my advocacy is sustainability through biodiversity. Sustainability is when we think of flowers, we have to make a way to have everyone to be able to afford it. Speaking it very nicely, we want to make sure that doing weddings, like, we're able to support brides of all prices. And just to think of working with real flowers, we're pulling these flowers out of the ground. Are we replanting them? Are we affecting other ecosystems? Things like that. So I'm just excited to work with different companies. I'm also working with a Hands-On Atlanta ATL, mentoring girls and educating them on their environment, what's around them, and all things nature.
I love that. I love to hear that. It's so important to give back, and I feel like the environment is such an important cause right now.
Goodness, yes. Especially with this storm, with the climate change is real.
Yeah, what is happening? It's flooding here. I think Florida sank today. Like they said, Miami sinking today was the day we sank.
It was today.
And like it's raining in Dubai. I'm like, things are getting so weird.
So insane.
Yeah, so it's definitely so important. So Miss Mission International, I know it's a relatively new system. Tell us about the organization and what are you looking forward to this year?
Yes, this is my first year competing as Miss Mission Georgia, USA in a different pageant system. What I love about the Miss Mission International system is their whole platform is to provide women with a platform and a free space to advocate for what they choose to. And it's such a great experience to have just an open floor of whatever you're passionate about it, we want to hear it. And that is an organization I want to be a part of for sure.
I love it. So typical pageants have like interview, on-stage question, gown and swim, right? What's the structure for a mission?
Yes. So for a mission, it's interview, swimsuit. There is a runway.
Ooh.
Not like a runway, a red carpet. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Do you have your outfit picked out yet?
I do, and I ordered it from Pink Apple.
Really?
I did.
Oh wait, you told me which one. I won't share, but it's gonna be everything. Oh, I'm excited.
And also, of course, evening gown. And I'm just so excited to compete. I feel like with competing, it's so stressful competing like up until the moment of competition, but once you get to the venue, all the nerves go away. At least for me.
And you just have fun.
Exactly. It's so
Wait,
much
you don't
fun.
get nervous on stage like right before you go on?
I don't. I used to cheer at the college for basketball level. And it's just kind of like once I'm on the floor, all the nerves go away.
Oh my gosh. So what's your favorite part about competition?
I love swimsuit.
Okay, I'd love to hear that.
Yes.
We're like swimsuit people down here in Florida.
Yes. When I was younger, I used to have some insecurities with my body, how I was shaped. But I feel like through pageantry, I got over that. You know, we're all having to do the same thing, essentially, get in our swimsuit and show our confidence.
Yep.
And on my third trip around, I'm excited to show the judges, yeah, I've been working hard, prioritizing my nutrition and my fitness, and I'm ready to go.
I love it. So I want to get to know like Lauren on like a deeper level. So what were you like growing up as a kid?
As a kid, I was very silly, very goofy. I don't know, not a crybaby, but the answer was no. There are tears. I need to know why.
It's because you're a Cancer.
I
am. That's the answer.
That's the answer. I'm a Cancer. Cancer or Leo. I have some great Leo qualities. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you do. You do. I love that. Is there anything else you want to share with your audience?
Please tune in to Miss Mission USA. Our competition is August 16th through the 18th, and I believe it will be televised. We're still waiting on those details, so I'm super excited.
That. Fun fact, one of the directors, Heather, was on our podcast like a few weeks ago. She was pretty recent, like she was just on. So that's exciting. Okay, so I want to ask you like a hot topic in pageantry right now, which is mental health. Do you struggle with mental health and how do you handle it, especially in pageants and having a business? Like you're so busy. Like, is it something that you deal with? Do you have any advice?
I would say for me is to connect with a therapist. Having your emotions bottled up inside, it's not the best feeling, and you're not going to work through the issue. Whatever that issue is, anxiety, depression, whatever that problem is, connecting with a therapist. And I would also say is to make sure you're having supportive people around you. Keeping your circle surrounded with people who support you, support your journey. Nothing is perfect, and those people need to be there for you on a positive note through your best times and through your worst times. Yeah. So those are definitely my two that I use. I use with my therapist through BetterHelp. BetterHelp, she's really helped me. Her name is Michelle. Shout out to Michelle.
She might get really booked now.
But those two aspects really have helped me through just coping with normal everyday life and throughout pageant prep.
Yeah. Do you think that social media has affected that at all?
For me, I would say so. Sometimes social media, for me, can be a little intimidating, especially in pageantry. Like, it's not all just looks. Yeah. It's not about looks. It's more of the core of a person. And I feel like having that moment of disconnecting from social media is needed to make sure that you stay sane and you're true to yourself and all the things that you support.
100%. I can't agree with you more. And I go through the same thing. I feel like social media, whenever I'm scrolling, I end up like worse off than I started. So I try to like limit my time once I see myself like, spiraling and feeling bad about myself. I'm like, okay, close the app and I'll go play like Pokemon Go or like a game, just something to like get my mind off of everything else. I just have to do it because otherwise I'll go crazy.
Same. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the fun part of this show. We're going to do it this or that.
Okay.
And I want you to like elaborate on your answers if you can. You don't have to. Some of them are like too simple. The first one is, do you like the mob wife aesthetic or the clean girl aesthetic?
I love the mob wife aesthetic.
Me too.
The mob wife, I love the mystery of it, and I love their style. So
I love
cute.
it too. And like
So,
they're so
cute.
sexy.
Right, so sexy.
I was like waiting for a clean girl to be out. And yeah, when mob wife came in,
Put
I was
our
like,
lashes
thank
back
God.
on.
Yeah, smoky
Our
eyes.
lip plumper.
Thank God.
Absolutely.
Reels or TikTok?
TikTok.
Really?
Yes, because you're able to, insert your TikTok here, drive that traffic.
That's true. And you can like grow so much.
Exactly.
Shopping online or in person?
Shopping online.
Really?
I love shopping online. I'm able to just walk in, clearly walking in meaning opening my computer.
Yeah.
And actually see all the items that I could possibly want. And
no one's bothering
no
you.
one's
Like,
bothering
can I help you with anything?
There's no fitting room. I just kind of piece it together in my mind. Shopping online for sure.
Love that. Hair or makeup? You can only pick one.
Hair. I would walk out with a face, no makeup on, clean girl face, but my hair has to be done.
Love that. For sure. Platform heels or sandal heels?
Platform heels.
Thank you. Same.
Okay, especially doing pageantry. Are you kidding me?
You want to be the tallest one.
Yes, and being comfortable to twirl and strut your stuff anytime.
Swimsuit or gown? I already know the answer.
Swimsuit.
Yes. Crown or sash?
Sash. Oh, I want to change my answer.
Wait, really?
I do. I want to choose crown.
Because it sparkles.
Exactly. Crowns are so sparkly and they're just so fun. And it's just a great keepsake item.
It is.
I keep mine right by on the corner of my dresser.
I love it. Photo shoot or fashion show?
I say photo shoot only because I have not done a fashion show yet.
What?
I know.
No way.
So way.
Okay, we're going to get you in fashion shows like Swim Week next year. Hello.
Hello, I'm going to be there.
Yes, Miss Biscaya somewhere.
Yes.
East Coast or West Coast?
I grew up on the East Coast, but I love the sunny California weather. West Coast. I
love it. Thank you, same. We're like agreeing a lot on
we
stuff.
There. We are there.
Road trip or fly?
Flying.
Yeah.
You're able to, for me, I can think so clearly in the sky. All of my strategies pop into my mind. I have so many ideas as soon as we're taking off.
Yeah, because you're like unplugged from everything and it's like time just stops. Okay, last question. Steak or sushi?
Sushi.
Lucky. I'm allergic to fish. So
no
yeah, I have vegan
way.
Sushi, but I love sushi and I would choose it over steak any day.
Okay. So our date is going to be a sushi day. Vegan sushi day.
Yeah. There is like a good vegan sushi restaurant here. It's called Planta and it's like all vegan. So I'm like, okay, I'm safe here.
So you have to show me around.
Yes. All right. So where can our audience follow you on social media? I want to know your personal page and your business as well. And where can we support your business?
Yes, my personal page is at lauren.priscilla_. Priscilla spelled like Priscilla Presley.
Thank you.
And for my business, we're on Google. So just type in Bellissima Fior. And on Instagram, it's at bellissima.fior.
Perfect. And one last thing, because I think we didn't bring it up, is where is your business based out of? I think that's super important.
Yes. So I have a physical location partnering with my mentor. We're at 1040 South Boulevard, Southeast. So choose Southeast. And that's where we do all of our big creations for weddings. But we're also set up e-commerce styles. So whenever you see...
so they can order flowers online. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Wow. And you're based in Atlanta?
Yes, based in Atlanta.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And we'll see you guys next time.